Bailout will not come cheap. Officials are estimating the lifeline will cost taxpayers at least $500 billion. The plan calls for the Bush administration to take over worthless mortgages and other bad debt held by tottering institutions. The news of the bailout sent investors flocking back to Wall Street and stocks soaring around the globe. When the markets closed for the weekend, the Dow had skyrocketed 360 points to 11,388. The NASDAQ rose 75. News of the government bailout didn't come in time to save Baltimore's only Fortune 500 company. Our complete coverage continues now with Mike Helgren, who explains Constellation's buyout could become a financial windfall for its CEO.
If the deal to sell one of Maryland's most powerful companies, Constellation Energy, to Warren Buffett's empire goes through and the company decides to fire Constellation CEO Mayo Shattuck, WJZ has learned Shattuck would get a $47.6 million severance package, and the company would pay $16 million more to cover the taxes on that money. This despite Constellation's stock dropping 76% since the beginning of the year. That's outraged Delegate Pat McDonough, who wrote this letter to the governor and the attorney general demanding an investigation into the deal.
They sold it at a fire sale for $5 billion, and they're going to get a bonus and a reward for that. I think the ratepayers ought to be getting a reduction in rates. Mayo Shattuck's going to smile all the way to the bank.
I don't see it as very likely that the CEO of Constellation Energy will walk away with his $48 million.
So far, the head of Buffett's subsidiary, Mid-American Energy Holdings, has not said what will happen to Constellation's management.
We haven't had any discussions on management positions or management going forward.
The governor has not commented on Shattuck's potential payout, but does believe the deal to sell Constellation, which owns BGE and provides electricity to most Marylanders, is sound.
Our country is going to be suffering the repercussions of this week for decades to come. But in terms of this particular deal, it's a much better result than what might have happened.
Shareholders will get $26.50 a share in the new deal. In a letter to employees, Shattuck wrote, "The purchase price is far below what we could have expected in a stable market environment, but the past 2 months have been anything but stable." Shattuck is not the only Maryland executive with a generous severance package. Former Care First executive William Jews got an $18 million payout, later halved. The Public Service Commission still needs to approve this deal. That could take up to 9 months. At Constellation headquarters, Mike Helgren, WJZ Eyewitness News.
All right, Mike, thank you. Stay with Eyewitness News for complete coverage of the Constellation Energy sale and the fluctuations on Wall Street. WJZ is always on. For instant updates on the deal and market updates, log on to WJZ.com. This morning, 2 people are fighting for their lives after a van hits them, then drives away. The crash